There's some rain moving off towards the east. Farther south, a heavier rain through parts of West Virginia and into Virginia. A few lightning strikes there in far southwestern Virginia, and also one appearing in northern New Jersey. So I'm wondering if some of this will get a little energized here as we go through the upcoming hours. Other story in Maine is that the warm front's still trying to lift through, and that means we are getting freezing rain at this point in time. It has been a struggle if you've been in the northern tier of New England or parts of the upper Midwest. But let me just say, the roller coaster ride in New York City this weekend, fairly impressive. 5 p.m. on Saturday, we were at 79 degrees. In an hour, we dropped 26 degrees with a backdoor cold front that came in from the east and knocked down Central Park. So if you were outside at that time in New York, you probably felt it. Meanwhile, cold air is going to start to work in behind this cold front. So today it's really about the rain. Temperatures are kind of in between. We've got some warmth back in New York City, 69 for the high, but you can see Detroit at 44. So we know there will be a difference here as this front moves east with time. The problem will be some severe thunderstorms are possible, and we're watching that anywhere from parts of New York, Massachusetts, southward. Most of the snow. We will get into more of that as we head into this week. Maybe not in St. Paul, but the North Shore of Minnesota, slammed with snow. Let's just talk about Michigan this weekend and some parts of northern New England. Ice accumulations, freezing rain was a huge deal, and it made a mess of things. Now, some of these reports through New Hampshire, they actually weren't all freezing rain. Some of it was mixed in with other ice, but they were still very impressive ice accumulations out there. Gaylord, Michigan coming in with 3/10 of an inch, or 3/100. Excuse me. A little bit of moisture there through the high plains cuts out into the north central tier of the nation, and all of a sudden in the northern prairies we start to see some snow returns on the radar, and some of that will come down to the ground. As this continues to work its way off towards the northeast, the snow comes back into Minnesota, and there we are, more snow unfolding here across Wisconsin. As this warm front lifts, there's that ice zone yet again, so things are going to turn pink on the map too. We got a lot to talk about here. Tuesday is just the beginning as snow and rain mix in Minneapolis. Same thing for Fargo. Sioux Falls, you're kind of on the warmer side with temperatures in the lower 40s, so hopefully it's mostly rain. The storm system really gets going by Wednesday as this low moves through, and that's when the backside kicks in with all the snow. Many of us enjoyed spring this weekend. Some did not across New England, and if you were in New York City, it was quite a battle. If you were out Saturday evening, 5 p.m., it was 79 degrees. When the clock struck 6 o'clock, we had dropped 26 degrees to just 53. Quite a change for an hour. You could actually stand and just watch the thermometer fall over the minutes. That was the power of a backdoor cold front. We call it a backdoor cold front because it moves from east to west, not the typical pattern in the U.S. This one, though, moving west to east, is creating severe thunderstorms today. Hail potential as well as tornadoes, isolated in nature there. I think the biggest threat, though, will be damaging winds for some of these thunderstorms as they pop up and work their way through into the evening hours. We've already had a lot of them ongoing through the past couple of hours, more popping up as we get into the evening, and it becomes a pretty intense line of heavy rain, too. So if you don't get the damaging wind threat, you will probably at least see some frequent lightning and heavy rainfall move its way on east. Does move offshore as we head into tomorrow morning. Notice, though, there's still some rain across southern New England, so Boston, if you're up early, you will find that rain. It'll move out towards the middle and later parts of the morning hours. Where do we go from here, though? The numbers go down in many locations. Tonight, we're back to the 30s and hey, let's face it, it's the start of April. Maybe it's an April Fool's joke in your mind, but we are holding on to just 56 for the high in New York City. We're back to the lower 60s in Washington, D.C., a dose of reality as we start off April. Philadelphia, the temperature fall doesn't last long. We're back into the 70s on Thursday, but it brings more rain.